Howdy. So, today on the Not My Usual Workbench, I have a Toshiba satellite L730 that appears to have a heat problem. So, I'll pull it apart and have a look at how it is on the inside and hopefully fix it up and get it to run again. Right, so now we got the motherboard out. It's time to pull the heatsink off and have a good look and put some new thermal paste on while it's apart. It's the best time. Yeah, see how that goes and then reassemble it. Alright, well, see what happens. Hopefully something. Helps if I press the power button hard enough. See if it actually starts up this time.
Doing.
Cool, well, that seems to have worked. The laptop is a great deal happier now and running, apart from this panel fault. I'm just going to have to look for a new panel for the laptop and see if we can fit one at some point as a future video. That is definitely a panel fault. It's not happy. But that is a faulty panel. Anyway, I have another laptop to come up shortly on Not My Workbench, so we'll get stuck into that one soon.
Yeah.
Right, well, next on Not My Workbench, I have an Asus laptop. This one's not broken, this one's getting a bit of a teardown to determine what can be upgraded in it in the future. I can just tell from the sticker it's an i5, so I already know that it should be possible to upgrade to an i7. Maybe, depends on whether or not the BIOS supports it. The chipset will, but it's really up to the BIOS. That one will require a bit of research, but you'll find out if the graphics card's removable, where the discs are, and all that important stuff. So, we shall pull it apart. Right, so to get to the primary disc in this, you have to pull apart most of the laptop. The whole top has to come off, and then you can get to the other disc. I'm not quite sure what the design engineer at Asus was thinking when that was built that way, but I'm tipping he was drunk. Anyway, we shall continue disassembling this. Right, so we now have the board out. Processors here, like every other laptop I've disassembled lately, the whole thing has to come apart. I miss the old laptops. I've had a couple where I could change the chip without turning the laptop into a pile of spare parts. So the GPU on this is non-upgradable. It's permanently mounted to the board under this heat pad here. CPU is replaceable. That could be upgraded to an i7. Again, it's just checking that the BIOS supports it. Standard RAM, twin SATA hard drives, even if one requires disassembling the whole laptop to get to. Very small heat dissipation system. It should be sufficient for an i7, but the only way to find out is put an i7 in there. It'll either work or not. It might get a bit warm, a leg warmer. Anyway, I'm going to clean out the heatsink and then put the whole thing back together.
Good.
Okay, we got it back together again. I'll just make sure it turns on and starts. It's very, very useful. Okay, so we know now what can be upgraded, we know what can't, so we can take it to an i7, we can feed it 16 gig of RAM and an SSD, do all that shiny stuff. Can't do much about the graphics, but look, the graphics in it are actually pretty good to begin with anyway for a laptop. I'm pretty sure that it will be all good, and when the upgrade does happen, I guarantee there'll be a video about it. as it's all upgraded. So yes, 2 laptops on Not My Workbench. Clearly this is not my workbench. Next video shall be on my workbench. Anyway, thanks for watching.